It's like, why are these cards moving? That's right, Monday Marketing Minute, and we discussed 3 cards that we're trying to still figure out why they're moving. Welcome to the channel. My Pat Crack and family, Clever Magic Trevor here on the Clever Magic Community YouTube channel. And sorry for last week. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I filmed a Monday Marketing Minute. I uploaded it and then forgot to check to see if it was uploaded. And then apparently I didn't upload it. And then it was just one mess after another. And then it was Tuesday and I was like, forget it. With that being said, it's Monday, and so it's the Monday Marketing Minute, and we have 3 cards that we're trying to figure out why they're in the top 3 and they're moving. Let's get into it. Number 1, Gravestorm, up 726%, up to roughly about 22.97. Gravestorm has never been reprinted. It's only an Odyssey. I think it's like one of the top 5 most expensive cards. We do, it's Odyssey, so it's vintage. It's about 20 years old, right? About 20, or I think it came out 20 years ago, roughly. So obviously it's going to have some nostalgia to it. Let's read it, because it's only a 3-drop. At the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent may remove a card in his or her graveyard from your game. If that player doesn't, you may draw a card. Okay, I've actually seen this played a lot in multiplayer EDH, because target opponent. So I guess you pick an opponent, but it comes around a lot. And it does gain a lot of value. Either that or you're eating up a graveyard. Some people that reanimate, this is kind of their nemesis, and then you're just drawing cards like crazy. So I could definitely see why it's a decent card. I think the fact that it's increasing has to do with the fact that it's 20 years old. There's not a ton of fantastic rares. It's been in Ashiok for a while now, but it's just kind of one of those cards that you scratch your head and don't get, and you're like, okay, well, Gravestorm, it deserves to move up, and it's an older card. It's never been reprinted. You can play it in a few decks, Ashiok, Umbris, and I think it's just time for that one to move. So we'll see if there's any other reprints while this one continues to move, because we're up to about like $22 roughly on that one. And you can still find them for cheaper, but people are starting to bump the price. I will tell you that. And number 2, Higure the Still Wand. In last week's, and which you guys didn't get to see, I talked about how samurais are starting to kind of make a move. I mean, Kamigawa is about to come out. People are a lot of anticipation. So this one is actually a ninja. And you know what? I think ninjas are going to start making a move. I think it was last week they showed the Planeswalker Kato Shizuki, I think. And we found out that at least one ninja's back in the game. I'm anticipating there's going to be more ninjas. We are talking about Kamigawa here, and so I think we're going to start seeing ninjas on the move right now. And this one, very playable. A lot of ninjutsu is going to probably be back, I'm guessing. And so I'm thinking we're going to see some moves on some ninjas. So this one actually kind of makes sense. It's only up 42%, up to 17. I think there's plenty of room, and I think it's all speculation. But I think there's reason for the speculation. So on to number 3, and there's a bunch of other ninjas that made moves right about that percentage. But I'm anticipating that that's the reason is Kamigawa. Number 3, back to number 3, Maddening Hex. Up 309% to $3.01, and it's an enchantment. It's an aura curse. Enchant player. Whenever enchant player casts a non-creature spell, roll a d6. I think Maddening Hex deals damage to that player equal to the result. Then attach Maddening Hex to another one of your opponent's chosen at random. So multiplayer. I mean, here's the deal. We've seen over this, since curses kind of came back, that curses are starting to uptick. I think people are just starting to get to kind of back all the hexes and realize that this one's still pretty darn cheap and good. Uh, really, it was only really in the Lind Cheerful Tormentor deck, but the thing is, it was in, it's I forget where I read, but somewhere I read that it was in like 86%. I think it was a EDH Rec said that it was like an 85 or 86% of all Lin decks, but it was prior to this jump too. So we're kind of scratching our heads, going, "What is going on? Why is this one jumping?" But I think, my personal opinion, I think curses are just starting to uptick a bit, and people are starting to see the value, especially in EDH. So with that being said, this is the Monday Marketing Minute, and I am scratching my bald head trying to figure out why these ones jumped. That is the explanations I came up with. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll catch you on the next video.